donation and mining family. What's going on? What up, what up, what up? What's going on to all you happy hashers out here? While you're sliding on in, certainly smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. We're on another episode of Urban Homestead Edition with Mrs. Nemesis. Yo! What is the plan for today?
We need to rebait a trap for a, what is it, a hedgehog? Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Yep.
So here's our trap here.
And here's all my lovely leaf lettuce, which he's pruned back, and it's growing really nice because he pruned it back. But,
And the sucker lives right over here.
and we need to,
There's a little hole down there.
yeah, a little. That thing's gotten huge.
It's about the size of where it was.
Yeah, well.
And then we got all the basil here.
Yes.
Yeah, my sweet basil is huge. It's huge.
Believe it or not, all these seeds grew into this.
Yeah. The cheapest place on the world. I got these things growing amazing.
Although almost everything else we bought from Aldi's was hit or miss.
And then here is the carrots.
Oh yeah, those were Aldi's too. We need to pull this out and see if we're getting anything in there.
Right. We'll have to do that for sure. So right now we got to take the apples that are in here out.
Oh look, the seeds have dried out for our radish seeds.
Yep, more radish seeds, y'all. So I got to sit there and clean this out real fast.
Why did you decide to put it back so far in there anyway? Make sure you stepped on the plate.
Yeah.
So how are you going to get this back in there? You need me?
No.
Okay.
See, now I'm going to take some of the fresh apples and I'm going to throw them down in here. So just like this and go. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And notice I left the seeds. If he wants to eat those cyanide-filled seeds, more power to him.
Try to get him to walk in. So I got one there, one over by the trigger, and then a few after the trigger. So once he's in, I'm thinking he'll go all the way to the back. That's my hope. And once he gets in there, bye-bye. All you got to do is move these guys about 50 meters from where their den is, and they don't have a likelihood of coming back.
That's a hell of a root. I don't know what kind of plant this is.
But man, that sweet basil smells huge. FA in the chat if you've ever seen sweet basil this tall.
And this is actually what they sold as a plant.
Yeah, this
from the local nursery.
The local nursery's sweet basil compared to mine.
And what I moved into the sunshine didn't do that well.
So sweet basil likes medium amount of sun. You don't need a whole lot of sunlight for sweet basil. I have proved it. My sweet basil is amazing. And then my forest of carrots, we'll have to address that.
Why is this out?
Because I'm covering the address. So yeah.
That makes sense. Never mind. We don't need everybody coming to visit us.
Right.
Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
That's new radish
We got
plants
new radishes coming in
that
already.
decided to just grow.
We'll call those volunteer radishes.
Yeah, well.
So we should probably pull all the rest of this.
Yeah, I think we need to open up the compost bin today. I'm going to just throw this out. Lord knows we have enough seeds. We should have watered it though, because I'm leaving a lot of crap on here. Although it's not too bad to leave some leftover plants. Holy grassroot. Because it does break down into nutrients for the soil.
Right. All the radish seeds still there. Nice. And you don't have to worry about trying to, if whatever gets left in the ground, guys, when you're pulling, just leave the roots there. It'll break down into into pleasant nitrogen for other plants.
Freaking creeping Charlie, that stuff.
It's horrible.
Yeah, and any little piece that you leave anywhere will grow.
Yeah, do not leave creeping Charlie anywhere. And look at all the volunteer radish. Yo.
Although if we actually want that to be real radish, we probably should thin it, but I'm going to wait until we water it so I'm not disturbing.
And these big things, what are these? Weeds?
Yeah, that's a weed.
Yeah, these are weeds. So let's go ahead and get these out of here. Oh, good God, look at the stalk on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the root. Sorry. Oh, I just killed the wife. I just whiffed her and biffed her right in the face with all of this. That's a hell of root.
I guess I could get my plant app and look up what it really is, but it looks like a weed to me. Although we found a lot of weeds are actually food.
Right?
Baby tree, we don't need any baby trees. Got some clover here for the girls.
Ooh, we got clover. Clover's very edible, people. Keep your hand in one spot.
Okay.
Bam. Clover, it tastes like lemon when you eat it.
And chickens love it.
Right? So that's easy clean up right there, and
a lot of that's lamb's quarter.
yeah, that we gotta prune back some of this lamb's quarter here.
I think we're gonna.
It's taller than me. But let's see.
Up to 9 feet tall.
I'm like 6'3", and it's like towering above me.
Here's another one of those really long. Yep, it's the same thing, whatever it is.
Right?
You know, I don't know what this is, but it almost looks like the Swiss Charge. No.
I have no idea what kind of plant that is, but
All right. Some of these were supposed to
They're
be
like
flowers, but
they were lamb quarter because you cut that one.
some of this is our poppy, which I don't know how you actually get to the seeds. I think those might be the seeds. So I might save some of those for next year.
Ooh.
Oh, look, we got one little
We have an open house here.
pink one. They think they're going to sell that house for $240,000.
Yeah.
It's $160 on Zillow, and Zillow's usually overpriced.
Yep. All right, so now we got a new planting area. What are we planning on putting here?
I am not sure because we got radishes trying to grow and take over again. I have some Brussels sprouts seedlings and some red cabbage seedlings that need to find a home.
So we'll probably end up like, we can leave this little section here and then use this. So we kind of cordon off this area throughout here, and we can put that stuff. We can let the radishes resprout here, and if they have an issue, they're gonna die off
Well,
because of.
I know because the radishes have a little, even the plant has a peppery taste. Our little friend down there will not bother it, but I'm worried because something's been munching on my seedlings. That if we put it in here and he likes them, they're going to just be gone.
Probably.
So
So
we
we
need
need to.
put it back in a fenced-off area.
Yeah. Or I gotta build another fence-off area here.
Yeah. I don't really feel like addressing this yet. Let's go. That's not a place he was coming up at, is it?
No.
Because they do like to build multiple exits.
No,
I
that,
think-
that was I pulled out one of the thick plants out of there, and that was
Okay.
just a disturbed ground.
I think he came from the house that's for sale. They fixed the shed, and there was a woodchuck that lived underneath there for probably the last 15 years. I had finally gotten them off my property a while ago, but I have a feeling because they fixed that shed, he came from there.
Yep.
Anyway,
And that little guy is like right down in
he's
there.
not such a little guy. That thing's got to be a good foot tall if he stands on his
Right.
legs.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got some stuff to go into the compost here.
Yeah. You want me to grab and haul some of that back?
Yeah, let's go ahead and grab some of this stuff. Hey, you're coming with the ride with me, guys. Sorry, not sorry. I'm like carrying stuff now. Let me. Sorry, guys. There you go. Grabbing stuff. Going to the compost bin.
The flies are trying to take over the chicken coop.
Oh yeah, they'll do that. Junkins. Oh. FA in the Chisity chat, fellas. Because this stuff's awesome. Now I'm over by my little compost bin area. Yo. Now I gotta open this up. So, bam, open it up. This is bin 1, and then I got 2 other bins here. Oh, that was a good one at one point in time.
Yeah, it probably tastes like wood now.
Oh, yeah. Talking about a radish. It formed a radish, but we let it grow too long, so it went to seed.
Once they hit seed, don't even bother trying to eat them.
Yeah. a seedy radish
We
tastes
got
like...
zoomy chickens because they know I have some. Good morning, girls.
Oh. And we got one of them's going broody a little bit right now. Sitting inside the hen.
We're doing an egg song.
We got an egg song that's gonna happen soon. Oh, look at all these chunkins go nuts for the mama treats.
Look, I got apples. You guys have never had apples. Let's see what you go for first. Tomatoes. They love tomatoes.
Oh, it's all about the tomatoes.
They love bread too, but you're not supposed to give them a lot of bread. They haven't had any in a week. I just want to see what they think of apples. Oh, there we go. Oh, Dot's like, yeah. Let me try this. Wait, more tomato seeds. Whoops. Sorry, chicken. She stole your tomato from you.
Oh, they're fighting over tomato. Oh. We got one with the tomato.
I think it's Dot that's laying. Or not Dot, Dog.
Yeah. All right here. So, potatoes, we're going to be pulling those today here, fellas. So, I think I want to take, I'm going to start off with this bag real fast. So, if the Weefy wants to take the camera.
Okay. I may not be good at holding it steady, but
Keep it on me. So, this thing's died back enough. Bring the dirt up over here. We'll compost this.
the easy thing about the bags is you can basically just tip them.
Yeah, you can tip it real easily. They might not be able to hear you from all the way back there.
Okay.
So bam.
Hey, if you could save some of that dirt, I'd like to mix it.
Okay, so I'll put it right off into the corner here.
Or just toss it back in the bag so we could carry it back over to where I want to mix it.
Okay, we can do that too. No potato there. One potato. And just kind of crumble up the dirt as you're pulling it. Get it back to being loomy. Got some more potatoes.
And what did you find the difference was between growing in the raised garden and growing in the bags?
It seems like in the bags, the potatoes, the plants themselves didn't get as tall, and they didn't flower as good as in the raised garden. So I think because this stuff is like the style of dirt that this is, it didn't hold enough nutrients for the potatoes overall. We were experimenting with
Making our own potting soil.
yeah, making our own potting soil, and it looks like my raised garden did a lot better with actual dirt, with me putting in compost into it. Like it gave me, like in the bags, I get a lot of small potatoes, and they're not bad or anything. It just means that your your yield is a lot smaller. So I would be curious to see if like in a bucket with like some normal dirt, or in these bags next year with some like normal dirt, with some compost, would it make a difference? So that'll be this is our year one experiment. We'll do a year two next season.
The problem with putting regular soil into a bag or a bucket is it compacts down so much that you can't.
What the wife is saying is she's with regular like soil, it'll typically get too compact. So what you want to do is you want to have what they call brown materials, which would be like wood chips, but not pine wood chips. The pine has a lot of acidity in it. So like straw, some cover material that'll help hold moisture is what you're really wanting to have inside of your potting mix, is something that's going to hold moisture and keep it from compacting in on itself. So and I'm sitting here taking the straw that I have, and I'm kind of blending it in, because again, this is your brown material. It'll help keep the moisture control in here. So I mean, and if I was going to put it into the compost, this stuff would break down, and by the end of the year, it would look like dirt. And I'm trying to break it up as I do this too. And I'm going to leave stuff like these. This root here has like a couple of baby potatoes on it. Baby potato. But I'll leave all that stuff in here. There's no more potatoes in here, and I'll take the rest of this and just put it in here. And then she'll probably have to blend some stuff up. She'll be able to make a couple of new potting plants for this with this amount of dirt, because she's going to have to blend it in with new soil too that has the nutrients still left in there.
Actually, what I want to do is put that where we pulled all the onions out of and blend that into the ground with the beans that I dropped down in there.
Oh,
That
she wants to use this where we're going to be doing some soil correction. So this is our little yield off of there. This is about what I yield off of the other couple of bags too. So there wasn't really a whole lot in here, unfortunately. And whenever I go over to the raised garden, you're going to see a dramatic difference on this, on what I'm about to yield.
I'm trying to zoom in and zoom out, and it's failing miserably, guys.
All right. So now.
Okay, you gotta fix this.
Uh-oh.
Your screen feels
There you go.
like it's filthy.
No, it's just a screen protector.
Oh, you got like texture on yours?
It's got scratches on it, so.
Okay.
Now we'll be able to see the difference on the potatoes in here.
This is my first time working a camera, so forgive me, guys.
First potato. That's a big one. Not as big as big you can get. Now I can just like dig it up, move it over. Let's see how this one liked it. Now the one that I pulled out from this corner had a lot of big potatoes on there at different levels. And I'm getting that here. These is a little smaller, but this was in the corner, and this one didn't do as well. So this one might yield almost like the pots did. The soil here is kind of garbage too, in this corner.
Is that the corner where the rabbit had been?
Not really at that point, because I had already transferred all the dirt around.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This one just, you can see in the soil on here that it just doesn't look like good black dirt. So obviously this still needs a little correction here, but not as much as other areas.
That was organic raised bed soil that I originally started with, but this little raised garden is, I think, 4 seasons old now.
So yeah, we got 4 seasons old dirt in here that we probably need to correct.
You did add some compost to it this year.
I added a little compost to it, but we didn't have a whole lot at that time. We got some good roots in here. Oh, we got Lucy. What's up, baby girl? The neighbor's dog here.
She's the quiet one.
She's a good girl. All right. So that's all dug out here. We should have another one right here. Got some more little baby potatoes.
You know, in the store they call those new potatoes and charge you a lot more money. Just saying.
We have new potatoes. Oh, we got a big one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Now, one way that they say you can check your potatoes, we know that they're ready because everything's like fallen over and yellow.
Yeah, all the potatoes that we have is like yellow, dyed back over here.
But if you want to check because you're not quite sure, if you just root around a little bit for one potato and pull it out, if you rub it and the skin just rubs right off,
yeah, so
they're not ready yet.
It's like if you're worried about, hey, when do I pull my potatoes? You can pull one, and take it and rub it. If you rub the skin off, it's not ready. These are. Little baby one on there. This one's definitely not ready. Like I can almost break this one right now. So this is what she was saying. Like I could peel this one. So this one little potato is not ready.
Also, if your potatoes come to the surface too much, you'll notice that they're green. Don't eat those. Any potato that's green is...
A green potato is toxic, so if you see it pushed to the surface, don't eat it.
And if you see them in the store and they're green...
That
wow, that's a baker.
That's a good one. Who would have figured the Irish guy can grow potatoes? Now I buried these pretty deep.
Well, and every time that they grew up, we added more dirt on top.
Yeah, I kept on adding, covering them. Ooh, look at that big one.
So that way we would get layers.
Yeah, I wanted to have many, many, many layers of potatoes, and it seemed to work very well.
But it didn't seem to make a difference in the bags.
Yeah, the bags it didn't matter, but in this raised garden, holy cow. Oh, I got another big one. Oh, this is going to be a good haul here.
I see one just sticking in the ground right in front of you. Yep.
Right there. Woo! And you get these little ones through there that didn't make it for the season. It's fine.
I wonder if we kept some of those little ones, if they'll actually sprout roots. Well, no, they would sprout and then not have enough time. They'd just go rotten.
Yeah, they would just rot in the ground.
So when you get eyes on your potatoes, those actually are your seed potatoes.
Yeah, so what the wife's saying over there, because I know you guys can't hear it, they have, when you see the eyes come off of your potatoes, those are like new potatoes ready to grow. That's like your next generation. If you want more potatoes, guys, you got to remember that you're going to have to also you're going to have to save some of these so that you can have next year's harvest, so you can grow again, because these have already seeded in your area, so these potatoes are now acclimated to our climate, so we'll have a better yield next season as long as we use these potatoes.
And that works for any plant.
Yeah, every plant out there.
If you
get it to grow, even if it's a bad grow, save the seeds. Let it go to seed if need be. Oh, we got another big one here. Yeah. And these ones did really good here. Any of the ones towards this outer edge here should be big.
I think the one that's towards the back in the middle was our one that took forever to start even growing. So
yeah, I'm already expecting that one to be really small amount of potatoes and stuff. And I'm leaving the root systems in here. This way, the roots will add nitrogen back to the ground. So there's nothing wrong with not digging everything out.
I know what we can plant in the front by those radishes.
Oh, the wife's got an idea. She's gonna plant something where the radishes are.
I have to get them ready, but we can plant garlic up there because supposedly those woodchucks don't like garlic.
Oh, woodchucks don't like garlic.
Well, they haven't eaten the basil. I heard they didn't like basil, and he hasn't touched that, or God forbid it's a she.
so this one was a slow grower here.
That was the very last plant to...
Last one to try to pop up. I have no expectations on this. It's in some really hard dirt here too.
Maybe that's why it took so long to grow.
Oh, we got a rotten one.
Ew.
Rotten El Grotten.
You can leave it in there just to let it break down.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, so that plant did absolutely nothing. Yep. Wow. That's wild. It did nothing. We had one that was a no-go.
Well, and I don't even remember if that one flowered, did it?
Yeah, it flowered. This one should be really good. These plants at this corner here was like this tall. Oh my gosh, we got potatoes already at the surface.
They didn't get green, did
Nope, they're not green.
they? Okay.
They weren't uncovered. Put these ones off to the side. These ones, the skins are intact, but it just feels like there might need to dry a little bit more. I haven't been watering these since I knew they started dying back either.
Yeah, you don't want to water your potatoes for at least a week before you're going to pull them.
Yeah, so if you're going to pull them, stop watering them so that they have a chance to start drying in the ground, and that's what I did. Ooh, we were starting to pile them out now. We've got another one here. Whoa, biggie. So these like a lot of sun. Seems like the more sun they got, the better they started growing. That's for sure.
Well, and next year we're going to have to plant something else.
Yeah, we can't. You don't want to plant the same thing in the same spot unless you're going to start using herbicides, insecticides for all the disease and everything that's going to happen when you plant too much of the same stuff in the same spot. That's why the food at the grocery store is so bad. And I can't blame the farmers for this because they're trying to meet the demands of the people.
Well, out here, they do rotate, like, out here you see fields of corn, which is not always sweet corn, and soybeans. And they do rotate the crops. They grow the soybeans where the corn grew the year before. So you have those random corn plants growing up above the soybeans every once in a while. But the soybeans are putting the nitrogen back into the soil that the corn needs to grow. Any kind of beans are really good for refreshing your soil.
That's a good one there. Look, a little baby one. The baby potatoes are still edible as long as the skins are good on it.
I have no idea if anything's happening in the chat because I got no idea how to check that.
It would pop up on the screen.
Oh.
Alright. I made myself a little area here. I can start digging back again.
Wow, that had some major roots.
Heck yeah. This one should be another good haul off of this plant too, I have a feeling. Oh yeah. layering this does work very well.
Now, I don't remember. Did we layer that with the potting soil mix that we made?
Yeah, we did our potting soil mix, but it was on the last layer.
Okay.
Man, so much bugs in here. It's awesome to see all the life in here. So there's a lot of good stuff in here I'm seeing.
Any worms?
I've seen residuals of what might be worms. Oh, got another one. Oop, got another one. Got another one.
Perhaps some of the worm farm needs to come out for this bed.
Yeah.
Since we've got it all dug up now.
Yeah, we could certainly use our worm farm to help start correcting some of the soil too. Put some beneficial life in here.
You know, I have to look it up, but maybe this is where we should put the Brussels sprouts and cabbage.
Yeah, we can put Brussels sprouts and cabbage over here.
I just got to make sure that it's okay with the potatoes having been there. Because I think it's a different category. Oh.
Hey, found another one. Woo! That's a good haul there. The bounty.
They can't see it from behind the...
You gotta come over here then. They want to see the haul. Look at that. Oh. Size of my fist on one of these. Look at that. Ugh. That's a good haul. That's like so we've gotten 3/4 of a bag of potatoes off of, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plants.
One plant never grew, so really 9.
Right, so like 9 plants, so bam.
And we had bought seed potatoes just from Menards. These are white potatoes.
So white seed potatoes,
Um,
and not knowing what we were doing, and it grew pretty damn good.
Yeah. And we gave some away.
Put this into the compost. So we've gotten a good haul. That's awesome. Amazing. We're actually able to get all of this stuff done up now, and tomatoes are doing pretty good. The sweet potatoes are doing good, and we've let the romaine lettuce, the short head romaine lettuce, go in the seed, and it's easy to tell which one's the romaine lettuce now. Look at all that romaine lettuce there. Yo, all the seeds.
And there's the crappy basil.
And there's the basil that's back here. It doesn't seem to do as good in direct sun. Fighting.
It's dill, and it's about to go to seed.
And the dill's doing good, and it's about to go to seed here. Yo. I have no idea who that is.
Oh, look. Our little... Is that actually flowers? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it looks like a flower.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to actually get any sweet potatoes.
Those ones that will. I think these are stretched out. That's why they're like purple.
I read some of that it had to do with we've had chillier nights. This has been not a bad summer for us, other than the last couple days were really hot and humid.
And they like the hot and humid, and we haven't had enough of it for the sweet potato. Sweet potato likes drought. It's a drought plant. And we really haven't had much drought.
Well, and then in these bags, you got to be careful because they will dry out so fast.
And then our tomatoes. Now, if your tomatoes are green and they've been on the vine for a while, and you're like, man, they won't turn red. If it's too hot out, they will stay green. So usually, if you get some cooler nights, you'll start getting them to change. And since it's been cool for since yesterday, a lot of these tomatoes are now starting to turn red. These tomato plants are doing amazing. This one's been producing like a gangbusters here. We've been getting tomatoes been falling off of this plant here.
And we've got the marigolds planted down there because it helps to attract the pollinators.
Yep, attracts the pollinators, and it's companion planting.
It also makes, I can't remember what kind of bugs don't like marigolds, but they're usually bugs that like to attack tomatoes.
And then we do have like bad notes too. I mean, not all farming's good farming. So this is where we had spinach, and these just like core planter boxes, and they drain out too much water. So I think that's part of the problem. We were experimenting with a bunch of stuff, and we now know what doesn't work. And then these are your hanging like topsy-turvy stuff. We got tomatoes down here too. These cloth ones seem to do very well overall. But I think it's the soil that we were experimenting with in here too, us making our own planting soil. We should have probably mixed it with some like normal dirt, because like they don't seem to have grown as much. I mean, I'm getting some good tomatoes off of it, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm getting like plenty of tomatoes. But this is what they call it. This one's a topsy-turvy. Been out for a while, but this tomato plant died. So we're gonna let these last few tomatoes like ripen, and then we'll pluck them. And then this one, I believe this plant's dead. So unfortunately, we have not all successes. This one happened to have just not liked the soil, so we know to do a different kind of soil composition. So we'll and I will have all that lovely compost over there. So we won't have this issue moving forward, because we'll be able to make our own really good soil right over there. Underneath that middle section, there's good dirt already underneath there that I've made since the beginning of the year. So let's see here. You're kind of catching us doing our weekend yard work. I wanted to grab this box over here because this thing's pretty badass. I like it, but this needs to go into the compost, not the compost, but the burnable pile. So we got that burned out. Now I got a stump over there to get rid of, and I've got a burn pile over there. I'm letting this wood season. It was really wet when I cut it during the summer. So I'm letting this stuff dry out a little more before I start dealing with that. And then I got my pile of wood there. Ooh, sexy woman. And then what did you plant in this pot over here?
Those are called bunching onions.
Bunching too much?
Yeah, well, it's onion seeds are so small. For the hell of it, I'm just gonna.
She's a transplant here.
Let's see if it works. This one, well, no, there's two together there too.
The roots are intertwined at this point.
Yeah, I got a few of them that I didn't thin out enough, but
it is what it is. And then we've harvested all the onions that I had in this section, and the wifey put beans down. That's what all that is right there.
I had soaked them in some water.
She fermented them on accident. This is another fail, but you know what? It doesn't hurt. She's got more beans, so we'll just have to soak some more of them and drop them in there. That's all.
And I just bought a bag of northern white beans from Aldi.
Northern white beans, something that you can just buy, eat, also makes food. Imagine that.
So you do want to soak them so that think about the...
Got to sprout them first. These ones you want to sprout first. They got a tough seed.
Because they're dried.
Yeah, they're super dry. You got to rehydrate them.
Well, think about your grade school class where they had you take a couple bean seeds, you wrapped them in wet paper towel, and you put them in a cup, and then you could see them sprout.
Yes, my wife is short.
Leave me alone. Or I'll get shorter.
Don't get shorter, please. All right, so this is going to be next project.
That's where this dirt is going to go, but I do want to grab out the clover that's in there for the chickens.
Oh. It's all about the clover.
Well, they love it. And I just gave them those 2 pieces of bread, and they're over there fighting over it. But yeah, so back in here, we're going to add that dirt and use that, I can't even remember what that stupid thing's called, but it's a 4-prong thing that you just kind of turn to...
A hand tiller.
Yeah.
And I'll have to grab my keys because that's in the shed.
Yeah, what are we going to do about the tomato plants? Are we going to... That one on the end really looks sad.
We're just going to, I guess wait until that one's, ready to do its thing, and then we'll just pull that one.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and go into the back with our zucchini and our cucumber and a volunteer tomato plant. Yep, we have.
Trimming back the rose bush got me a few more. I had no idea what the hell. Oh, that looks like it. I don't know.
No idea.
I have no idea what this is, but this looks like disease.
Yeah.
So.
Cover crop.
Yeah.
Then we come up over here to the out of control plants back here.
What's growing here?
Hold on here.
I just realized.
That's a strawberry.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of it. We may need to dig this up and take some. Mr. Taylor said we can have anything we want out of the yard.
That's hilarious. This one's we got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a whole little patch going on. See, this is all strawberry plant right here.
Oh, wow. We got a strawberry plant.
And
That's too late in the year for it, though.
Well, no. There's everbearing and there's June-bearing strawberries.
Oh.
There's 2 different kinds.
That's probably
Originally, I had a strawberry plant back here, so now I'm wondering.
And then this is our volunteer tomato plant, and it's doing amazing, actually.
Yeah, it was the only one we allowed to let survive.
And then this guy is going out of control. Holy cow.
Oh my goodness. The dogs are not happy over there.
Let's see here. Do we have any more? I've been rooting around in here trying to find more.
And sometimes you don't see them really big, unfortunately.
I did go in here just not that long ago, so hopefully there's not here.
Okay, so you see this?
Oh, we got knowledge. We got knowledge coming on. What's up?
This plant, this is the male flower. You can tell because it's a skinny stem. And let me see if I can find a female.
So this is a male.
And this works in all squash. Look, the females usually only open in the early morning. Um, Females are wider and thicker, and they look like almost like a baby zucchini is on the bottom of them.
I don't see any.
Tiny.
Oh, there we go.
They will actually take the male flower and take the pollen from it and then spread it all over the female flower and then enclose that female flower so that nothing else interferes or cross-pollinates from something else in order to grow their big giant pumpkins. Wow, we got a lot of people next door looking at that house.
All right. And
now the cucumber leaves do not look good, but it's not affecting the cucumbers. We got a small one down there.
Small one down there. We got a couple of like small, medium.
Yeah. You know.
Should I pull that one?
Yeah, because he's starting to turn a little yellow.
Yep.
You
want to pull, if you want to keep fruit growing on these, you want to pull them before they fully change color. Once they change color, and what I mean by that is that yellowing right there. You don't want to have the whole thing change and it gets the tiger stripes in it, because then the plant's going to think it's done for the season and it's produced all the seeds it needs for the next generation.
And this one actually might be a good one to slice up and just keep the seeds.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, we got another good one right here.
Now my boss got from a Thai restaurant this cucumber sauce that was amazing, because I really can't stand like dill pickles and I don't like white vinegar.
Yeah, this plant is out of control. Look at that flower.
That sauce smelled a little like vinegar, but it was sweet. So if I can figure out that recipe, I will definitely share it, because...
Oh, sharing a recipe? Oh.
I think maybe if we pulled some smaller ones, I could try to pickle them whole, but these are called straight eights. I don't think these are really good for pickling.
No, we'd have to have the pickling style.
And a lot of times if you're trying to ferment cucumbers and pickling them, if you're gonna pickle them, usually it means you make a sauce boiled, and then that heat kills off some of the nutrients, whereas fermenting, you're just doing it cold. The problem with fermenting cucumbers that are slicing like this is they just go soggy.
Right. And you don't want to let them get that big also. You want to keep them, you want to have it like half that size. This way they stay tougher, the skin's a lot tougher, and they'll keep better in the pickling, the brining solution. So, bam.
Looks like our mulberry bush is still doing good.
Right, we got a mulberry bush that's doing great. Here's our mulberry.
Hey, what did we plant here?
That is the elderberry.
Okay.
So hopefully this thing takes root before we go into winter time. Otherwise, we'll just have to try again at the beginning of the year. I'll have to order up another elderberry. The elderberries are good. It's got a lot of antioxidants in it. This is American elderberry, not the European. European elderberry has a lot of cyanide in it, so you'll have to boil them out. Where the American elderberry, you can just pick them and eat them right off the vine. They're also really good for chickens too. It'll help with combat avian flu.
Yeah,
So,
they're very good. Elderberries are extremely good antiviral. If you look in the holistic section of like your drugstore, you'll find something called Sambuca that's made from elderberry. And if you're ever getting sick, if you take some spoonfuls of that, it'll probably prevent you from getting sick.
nuggets, yo.
I'm telling you, I'm a nurse. I question the medical system.
Right, do your own research. It's not just in crypto, guys. And then of course I've got my rain barrel. You can see that there's water up here still. We've finally gotten enough water to be able to keep these things full. Oh yeah. And then, you know, of course, if you go in the wintertime, don't leave water in here. Water freezes. I'm just saying. And this will not survive.
Yeah.
Water will expand.
Is there going to be a way to, like, I guess you could just disconnect it so it's not filling whenever the snow's coming off the roof and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I could sit there and put plugs into the line here.
Okay.
And the water will get diverted through. I'll take the hose off there and put a plug.
Okay.
Now, of course, we're right out in the front again. And then over here, we got to try this stuff one of these days. Try a dead nettle tea. So this is called the dead nettle.
And it actually has some purple flowers on it now.
Oh, it is propagating.
It's called dead nettle because it doesn't sting you like normal nettle.
Yeah, you have stinging nettle, dead nettle, and stinging nettle will irritate your skin as you're trying to pick it, but you can still utilize it too.
You just have to make a tea out of it, because the nettle will sting if you drink it. It'll sting all the way down your throat and everything. You don't want to drink stinging nettle.
No.
The problem with this is it will take over eventually all of this. And the reason I planted it over here was because there's so much shade over here that I have problems really growing anything else. So it doesn't matter to me.
So
if
it's
it
got a
takes
nice
over.
shade. This is nice shade plant. And what's the benefits of drinking the tea?
Oh God, I don't know anymore. I've read so many different
we're learning
things.
still, guys. Bear with us.
More clover for the chicken.
And then over here we've got our hydrangea. This one was like late to bloom here, but this is pink hydrangea. So this will have all the nice pink flowers and stuff like that, like this.
The reason it's late to bloom was because this plant was kept in a container for 2 years.
Well, they didn't hear you on that one. So what she was trying to say is this one was so late to blooms because it was pot locked, so it was in a pot for 2 years.
And I broke off all the old. There's a lot of different kinds of hydrangea. This one, if your soil is alkaline, it'll turn pink, and if you make the soil acidic, it'll turn blue.
Damn. Multicolor, multi-purpose. Oh.
But the original plant was labeled as a strawberry hydrangea. So I think the roots are just now getting out into the soil, so that's why they're slowly turning pink.
Yo. Then we just got like some regular little bushes to go along the side of the yard, and then I got another one over there. So we're gonna go ahead, and we're at like that 1 hour mark, guys. So definitely smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Certainly drop some FAs in the chat. If you guys got any questions or comments, even after the video's done, drop some comments down in the comment section down below. I will sit there and definitely answer any questions you guys got. I mean,
Did you see this?
The
sunflower. Something ate the sunflower.
Oh, something ate our sunflower. Aww.
And that sunflower just came from the bird seed.
And that we have like a little bird feeder, so it was sunflower seed from the bird seeder. Started growing, and something ate our sunflower.
It bloomed. I'm willing to bet it's that Chucky.
I bet you it's the woodchuck. That woodchuck's got to go. He's got to go.
The problem is they'll cause problems with your foundations.
Yeah, because they dig. They're tunneling, so they'll mess up your foundations of your house and stuff like that. So I definitely want to get rid of them sooner than later, guys, for sure. So everybody certainly drop some FAs in the Chizzity chat. I don't even know if you guys have been chatting at all. Live chat here. Hey, we do have people chatting. I just didn't see any of the stuff. It's like Bedell stopping by while I was at work. That's awesome. What up, Wheeling Crypto? What's up, the Deadwood? What's going on, everybody?
I do have
What up,
cucumbers,
Golden Wolf?
but they're not
What's
too big.
up? Oh. The wifey is sitting feeding the chunkins again.
There's one apple left for you.
Dang, they cleared that quick.
Oh, yeah. There's a crumb of bread over there. So the experiment of how much they like apples has shown
Yeah, they love apples.
they really love tomatoes and cucumbers.
Yeah, tomatoes and cucumbers, they go nuts over. He's like, Big Rome, I'm late. What's up, my dude? What's up? Yeah, I know. I got to get back into doing my regular programming here. Oh, we're going to check on some eggs.
There's an egg.
There's got to be an egg. We saw a, oh, look at that egg. Yo.
Can you grab it? No.
I have the door.
Okay.
Yo. So we got another fresh egg. Yo. Yeah.
Thank you, girls.
And the one that laid that egg, let's see if I can. It's the second to last one away, as far away from us. The one that's closest to the metal round waterer.
The one that's looking up at you.
Looking up at me right now.
Hi, Dove baby.
So we're starting to figure out who's laying what eggs. They seem to all be that same kind of
This
bluish.
one's almost a greenish yellow.
Yeah, we're kind of getting like colors like this, like light blues, light greens. We got one egg that's like almost full size. So, yo.
And I'm willing to bet that's from the white one, Dot, because she was the first one that laid.
Yeah.
See, they love that clover.
Oh, look at that. They go nuts for that clover. And Firo here absolutely like is infatuated with me. She loves to just hang out with me. So,
Pepe, you can't come outside.
uh-oh, we got the pitiful Pepe here. They started producing eggs early. Yes, they did, about a month early. And we got my little baby over here going, let me out. I want to come out there with you guys. Please, let me out there. Oh, please. So, yep. They started producing about a month early, which is awesome. I found out a little bit later on. I want to say about a week and a half before I found the first egg, that it's actually normal for Easter eggers, particularly, to start producing eggs about a month early. And we're getting anywhere from like two to 3 eggs a day. So egg production is good with 5 chickens. So as I get up out of here, it's like, serpent raid, yo, that's what's up. It figures you guys are gonna start raiding on here as I'm getting out of here too. But yeah, five chickens will produce, you know, they're like I said, anywhere from two to 3 eggs a day. With 5 chickens, so do the math for a week. You know, you're getting a couple dozen eggs a week. With that kind of egg production, small little family could sit there and easily have fresh eggs. Never have to buy them again, and you'll have organic eggs in your own backyard, and they'll be a lot healthier for you. Just saying, guys. And like the feed on there, they're probably costing me like about $2.50 a day worth of food. Now, if you're able to free range your chickens where they can go forage in the grass and all that stuff, you can cut your food cost down probably in half. But you're gonna have to allow them to free range, which means that, you know, for me, I'm in too much of a rural area, too urban. So I have to sit there and kind of keep them caged up, but I'm trying to make sure they got enough room that nobody's going to pick on anybody else. You know, if you cramp them up too much, they'll start picking on each other and they'll stress out. They won't produce eggs as nicely. So a happy chicken will lay happy eggs. Yo. So does anybody have any other comments or questions before I head up out of here? Anything at all, guys? Still warm from the nest. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say that egg was probably laid maybe an hour ago. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So if you guys don't have any other comments or questions, certainly smash that lizardy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Drop some FAs in the Chizzity chat. And we will be, me and Mrs. Nemesis here, we're going to be starting up a new channel called RN Homesteading. You know, she's a nurse, and you know her online name is Rianne, and I'm Nemesis. So RN Homesteading, you get it? I know that's kind of clever. I know. You know, RN works for us. And you always list the boss first. You know, that's why she's the RN. I know. I'm terrible.
Well, NR doesn't work for your trick either.
No.
What is that? Not rated?
Yeah. So, thank you everybody for showing up, showing some love on here. I'll probably go live a little bit later on today because I'm going to do some yard work here. I got some more to finish up over here before I'm done. And I'm going to do probably some sim racing here. Maybe she can run us back in, maybe the nurse can run us back into the bull run.
Oh, sure.
Well, we'll try. Just for you.
I wouldn't mind that. I'm the one who keeps buying it.
She keeps on buying it. I keep spending it. So thank you everybody for being here as always. And with that one, guys, peace out. Oop, I need my other hand. Peace out, stay savage, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. May your watts be low and your hash be high. Peace.